This is Inside Tameside, I'm Anna Fletcher. The headlines: battle to save Mosley Market continues, election results and funeral director pleads guilty to fraud. Our top story: the battle to save the Mosley Market ground continued this bank holiday Monday as a flash mob protest interrupted a local car boot sale. The stunt came amid fears that the area will be sold off by Tameside Council to make way for a superstore. The flash mob came at the regular car boot sale held at St George's Church and saw close to 100 people join in the Mosley protest song. The Mosley Amateur Operatic and Dramatic Society also lent their talents to the surprise event. The people involved, including former chair of the Mosley District Assembly Paul Douthwaite and Councillor Dean Aylett, the former mayor of Mosley, are hoping that it will spread the message to those who have not yet heard about the possibility of the land being sold. Although Tameside Council says no decision has been made, a spokesperson has admitted that the budget cuts the council faces means the market ground is one asset it has to consider for disposal. Tameside went to the polls in the local and European elections last week, where Labour celebrated success overall by gaining one seat throughout the borough. Our reporter Max Wieland was there.
Thanks Anna, I'm here inside Duckingfield Town Hall where the count for this year's local election is currently taking place, with 19 seats up for grabs around Tameside.
And throughout the afternoon's count, which ultimately went on into the night due to delays at Manchester Town Hall, Labour were the overall winners despite being run a close second in some wards by UKIP. Labour's biggest breakthrough undoubtedly came in Hyde Werneth, where Labour's Andy Kinsey won the seat from the Conservatives' Ruth Welsh. While it may not have been a surprise that former Labour councillor Colin White, who defected to the Tories last year, lost his seat in Audenshaw, Labour's youngest representative, 19-year-old Oliver Ryan, was run a close second by UKIP in the ward to become one of Britain's youngest councillors. Labour's only surprise came in losing their Ashtonhurst seat to the Conservatives' Paul Buckley.
So despite a delay in proceedings here and some twists and turns along the way, things at Tameside Council pretty much remain the same. Labour gain one seat to hold 52 overall and Conservative lose one to hold 5 seats. As expected, UKIP gain no seats but receive a boost as they post a huge increase in votes since the same local elections in 2010. This is Max Wieland for Inside Tameside.
For all the results, reports, statistics and analysis, read the 4-page election special in this week's Tameside Reporter and Glossop Chronicle. Public concern has been raised after a junior doctor working in paediatrics was charged with 2 counts of engaging in sexual activity with a child and possessing indecent images of children. Raza Lascar from Ashton is currently remanded in custody and appeared at the Manchester Minchell Street Crown Court yesterday. The sexual activity charges relate to a 15-year-old boy. Divisional Commander of Tameside Chief Superintendent Caroline Ball has said she understands the public's concerns. However, it is important to stress that at this moment in time, the investigation is focusing on locating anyone who may have come into contact with the junior doctor over the internet, as opposed to through his employment. A Duckingfield funeral director has pleaded guilty to 3 counts of fraud and other financial offences while operating his business. Michael O'Brien of Murray's Funeral Services admitted to 9 offences, 8 of selling uninsured funeral plans and 1 of failing to supply a headstone when he appeared in court last Wednesday. He will be sentenced at Minchell Street Crown Court on Monday. A church that villagers paid their hard-earned shillings to build has had something to celebrate. St Mary's in Hollingworth is 150 years old, and last weekend descendants of those villagers came out in force to honour Hollingworth's shilling church. The highlight was on Sunday afternoon when the Bishop of Chester, the Right Reverend Peter Forster, led a special anniversary service. It was a chance for people to commemorate a church that has been a part of the community since 1864. But it was also a sad time as it marked the last occasion that most of the congregation would see the Right Reverend Richard Laws, the vicar at St Mary's and Christ Church in nearby Tintwistle. He's moving to another parish. A delegation of Tameside town leaders have attended the Queen's First 2014 garden party. Local architect and Denton Town Team Chair Bill Jennings joined Joanna Parker, the Hyde Town Team Chair, and Anne Heath from Tameside Council on the train to London, where they shared a bottle of champagne to celebrate. Approximately 8,000 people from all walks of life attend the party, ensuring a representative cross-section of the community is invited, particularly those who have contributed to local society. Tameside town teams have been running for 2 years and consist of members of the public, local businesses and shopkeepers who want to see their town centres improve and welcome new visitors to the towns. And finally, today sees the launch of Inside Tameside, the new digital service from the Tameside Reporter, Glossop Chronicle and Tameside Radio team. The launch is being celebrated with a host of new features being introduced across the newspapers and radio programming, with the new service Inside Tameside bringing together the newspaper and radio in one combined presence online. That's the latest. I'm Anna Fletcher.